Hello, welcome back to the Coffeevaners. I'm Alan.
I'm Ali.
And first of all, we've got to say a massive thank you to all the people that have dropped us texts, emails and
Asking
messages.
how I am.
Yeah, asking how Ali is, because you've not been too good, have you?
No, I'm getting there. Slowly, but sure.
Still backwards and forwards to the doctors, unfortunately. But it's been, what, 3 weeks now?
No.
Since we last had a video out?
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Yeah.
But anyway, today we're taking a look back on 2021.
Yes.
And we're going to go through our categories of sites we've visited. So we're going to look at basically sites that we think are best for couples, best for views, as in the scenery.
Best for relaxation, where you do nothing.
Yeah, and the best caravan and motorhome club CL site we've visited.
Yes.
Because we've visited a few, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
And our overall best of 2021. So stick together for the end, because that's a great site you may want to stick on your list to go to. Right, let's kick it off. Best sites for couples. Thornbrook Barn.
Yes, definitely.
Now, Thornbrook Barn, I'll stick the what 3 words and the addresses and everything else in the description to all of these sites.
We only got to know about it because John was having his 40th birthday down there.
Yeah, we only went down for 2 nights, didn't we?
Yeah, they asked us to join us to celebrate John's 40th. And we said, oh, it's a bit of travelling for 2 nights. Oh, but with it being John's 40th, we'll go.
So we had a wander down, and the site is in the Yorkshire, well, right on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales, just out a mile or 2 from Ingleton. So it's within easy distance of the M6, and it's on the A65. So if you're travelling from Yorkshire, from Skipton over, or from Kendal turn off on the M6, it's about, what, 20 minutes, half an hour from the M6, just down the A65 near Kirby Lonsdale. So through Kirby Lonsdale and kind of up over the hill and towards Ingleton, and the site's on your left hand side. It's a cracking site. Like I said, we only stayed there 2 days.
And it rained.
And it rained all the time we were there. But there are a few YouTubers have done some site reviews of it, and we only actually saw those reviews after we'd been to stay. So, if you fancy going to sort of the Lancashire end of the Yorkshire Dales, so you're visiting Ingleton, Settle, Kirby Lonsdale, Sedbergh, Hawes, and anywhere around the Howgills sort of area of that side of the Yorkshire Dales, it's a fantastic place to stop, isn't it?
Oh yes, definitely. I think in the summer it'll be a sun trap.
A proper sun trap, isn't it?
Yeah.
The site itself it's immaculate, isn't it?
It's done on levels, isn't it? Yeah.
It is a family site, although there's no play area for kids. The dog walk is massive, mind. It's a paddock, isn't it?
It's more than a paddock.
It's enormous. And they've got great fully serviced pitches. It's kind of expanded. It started as a CL. We stayed in that part of the site, didn't we?
We stayed in the part when I first ever away. It was the CL site.
Yeah.
But they've done like other bits. They've gone up steps, haven't they?
Yeah, it's
and
like
further
level.
round.
It's levelled off, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's also cabins there as well, isn't there?
They've got 2.
With 3 still to be built.
Yeah, with hot tubs and that, if you fancy one of them for a weekend.
And the facilities are just...
You have music piping through all the time while you're using the toilet. And when we went, it was quite cold. And as soon as you open the door to the facilities, the heat knocked you on your back and steamed my glasses up. So I was like this, trying to find something.
But it's an absolutely gorgeous site, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's our best site for couples, even though it's a family site. Thornbrook Barn.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect part of the world. Right.
Definitely.
Second on our list, best for views. And this was quite hard because we've been to some lovely sites this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
But this one stood out purely because the site is literally right on the top of a hill. Part of the site is quite sheltered so you wouldn't actually get the views from your caravan, but from the site and from the locality, the views are just absolutely stunning, aren't they?
You've just got to walk to the end of the site, just to the bottom gate, and see the views. Yes, you can't see them out your caravan, but 2-minute walk and the views are fantastic.
Right, this site is on the Llyn Peninsula in Wales. So it was a good trek for us, wasn't it? It was a good 4.5 hour drive from home. Now the site is called the WILLOWS, and it's just outside of ABERSOCH, which is a big tourist area anyway within its own right. But from the site and within a 1/4 mile, they have a thing called the jam pot, which the locals call it a jam pot. I think it was meant to be a windmill at some stage.
It was a windmill years ago, what they said.
And you go right to the top of the hill, and you can literally see sort of over to the east the whole side of Snowdonia.
It's a 360.
Yeah, it is a 360 panorama, isn't it?
And the views are fantastic. And it's not a hard climb. It's not a hard climb, because Alice did it.
Yeah.
And Alice doesn't do climbing.
But what a beautiful site, and it was immaculately kept, mind, wasn't it?
Yes, you cut the grass lady every day.
And there was nothing out of place. And even though we were on a grass pitch, what they'd done was put that plastic underneath the grass, so that your cars weren't making any indentation in the grass at all. The pitches were very level, weren't they? Well,
yes.
we were on a fully serviced pitch. I know other parts of the site were actually on a slope, so you needed blocks. So if you ever wanted to book to go to the WILLOWS, you'd have to ask which part of the site you were on and whether you'd need levelling blocks, because some of them, there was one bit of the site where you'd actually need more than the length of the steadies. You would certainly need blocks underneath either the front or the back of the caravan.
And they had a paddock for walking the dogs as well.
Yeah, that was enormous. But just for views, just for the local sightseeing, and just really for having a fantastic week and a half we were there, weren't we?
Yeah.
A week or so. It was just a brilliant
But
site.
it was going to the other places round about there. It was the sea and everything. The sea was all around you, no matter where you went.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
Beautiful part of the world. So ABERSOCH, just outside of ABERSOCH in North Wales, the WILLOWS. It's just, I would just add, that is an adult-only site, isn't it?
Yes, because it's a tranquil park site, and the pub down in the village was really nice.
Yeah, we had some good food.
Meals.
Good food there, didn't we? Right, moving on to the third one. Best for relaxing, and this is a site we've been to just for the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, because we can't get round it.
We've rung a few times, and it's so popular, and I think the reason is that it's not far off the A1, so people travelling north and south that want to stop somewhere around about the A66 area will look at this site and think that's absolutely perfect, because the views are stunning, sunrise and sunset. You're right on the top of a hill.
You get some lovely views again.
It's a small CL, so just the 5 pitches, 2 of which are hard standing, 3 are grass. You all got electricity, and you've just got the water and the Elson Point. It's basically a field, water Elson Point, and the pitches, isn't it? But it's an absolutely fantastic part of the world in that you're far enough away from all the major roads that you just don't hear a thing, do you?
No.
You're probably about 1/4 mile from the East Coast main line, but it's actually down at the bottom of the valley, so while you see the trains, you don't hear them, do you?
No.
So it was a place where we went, and we basically sat and did nothing, didn't we? It's about 4 miles from North Allerton.
Which is a market time.
Yeah.
And the market's on a Saturday.
It's handy for people who may be going to Catterick or Darlington or Croft Circuit, if you're into motor racing, anything like that. Lovely little site, and really one that you'd sort of see as one of those little hidden gems, isn't it?
It's a
Beautiful
gem.
little site. Owners are fantastic, and I think we paid about £17 a night, didn't we?
No, it was 12.
Was it 12?
12, I
We
think.
know it was cheap as chips, but it's a lovely site. But like I said, it's dead popular. We've rung a few times trying to get booked in, and it's admittedly it's been at short notice,
Yeah.
and it's always been full. So that kind of explains things for itself. So that's WIske MOOR CL, and it's just outside of North Allerton in North Yorkshire. Right, we're going to move on to the best caravan and motorhome CL.
You ready?
No, this is the motorhome CL.
I would still give that one.
We're heading over this time to the Lancashire coast, just north of Morecambe, to a little site called
Freshfields.
Now this little CL is basically, if you can imagine a double-fronted bungalow with a garden either side of the front door, you're kind of in half of the garden, aren't you?
You're in a garden.
You're like on the side garden to this absolutely massive bungalow, aren't you?
Yeah.
About 150 metres from the foreshore.
Yes,
And-
that was a nice walk.
And Morecambe Bay itself, if you follow people like Smithy and his Contiki, and I think Roaming in Raymondshire, the Motorhome Channel, they've been to Morecambe, not far away. The west coast and that part of Morecambe Bay, the sunsets are just out of this world, aren't they?
Oh, it was lovely when we were down
Yeah.
on the beach watching it. We were down there
Yeah,
ages, weren't we?
yeah. So just because you've got the beach there, within literally 2 minutes walk, within 5
Not
minutes
far to
walk,
walk.
little cafe, garden centre not far, and that's got a cafe, plenty of little local restaurants, pubs. Just up the road there was that micro pub, wasn't there?
Yes. Neither.
Hesbank level crossing, wasn't
Yes. Neither railway crossing.
it?
And believe me or not, it is good. It is good.
You're also, if you're into walking, you're right on the Lancaster Canal, so you've got all the beach, all of Morecambe Bay, and like I said, the Lancaster Canal, which walks, so you could walk for 20 miles and not have to touch a footpath or a road. It's just,
We walked it.
yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's a fantastic part of the world.
Lovely.
So we're putting that down as, because the site is so well placed, so easy to get to, not bad access, maybe a little bit tight if you've got a big double axle,
Yeah.
but just for its location and for its and it's just general friendliness, wasn't it? It was a lovely
Yeah.
little site. We're putting that down as our best caravan and motorhome club CL we've been to in 2021. So we're moving on to the final one and the best site of 2021. And again, this is an adult only site.
Tranquil Parks again.
Yeah, we've visited a few Tranquil Park sites, but this was just absolutely outstanding. Probably the best site we've been to since we got back into caravanning. So admittedly that's only 18 months or so since we got the Orion.
Yeah.
But we've had 60 odd days this year in the caravan, or 60 odd nights in the caravan this year, and these 14 nights down in Dorset were just outstanding, weren't they?
They were fantastic.
So the site's got its own bar.
Which is open for late.
Yeah, because they want people to be fairly quiet after 8 o'clock ish. So it's just got lovely facilities, lovely walks. It's right on the edge of the New Forest.
It has food bars that come in every night. Friday nights fish and chips.
Yeah,
Saturday night something else.
they had like hog roasts
Yeah.
and pizza nights and all sorts of things going on. It was just an absolutely superb site. Quite a big site. Was it about 140 pitches in
Yeah.
total? But it had tents in the field, grass pitches for caravans and camper vans.
And they have their own pods.
Yeah, they've got pods and what was the other one called? Shepherd's huts.
Yes.
As well as the pods, wasn't they? They look quite nice. Just a couple of them, haven't they?
And they've got their own lake, which we walked round and got bit by midges. But
and there's like a woodland walk there as well. Like I said, New Forest on the doorstep, which means you're within easy travel of the Jurassic Coast. It was just all round. The site staff, absolutely outstanding, weren't they?
Yeah.
It was just one of them sites we just couldn't fault. We had we didn't have a superior pitch, we just had a standard fully serviced pitch, didn't we?
But it was really big.
Oh, aye.
The superior ones were even bigger still.
Were enormous, weren't they? Just a standard fully serviced pitch, we could get the Caravan with the aqua roll, because we feed from the tap into the aqua roll and then into the Caravan. So the aqua roll was on gravel, then the Caravan, then our awning, which is 2.5 metres wide.
Yeah.
And then we could still get the grass, our car on the grass, and have an area of grass to sit out on.
Then we had the windbreak around.
Yeah. So it was a really good sized pitch, considering.
Yeah. We had good neighbours as well, mind.
Yeah, we did. We had 2 weeks of really good neighbours, which just makes it a little bit better as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that site was called Best Site of 2021.
On Backer Beyond.
Yeah, Backer Beyond. Not just us, loads of other YouTubers have done reviews of the Backer Beyond. We actually went there on the back of a review done by Posh Cats Camping.
Yes, yes.
So go and have a look at that video. Have a look at our video on the Backer Beyond. It is one of those sites you've got to stick on your list and visit at least once. It's just a perfect part of the world. I think just to top it off for the fortnight we had there, we met up with Tanks on Tour, didn't we, with Andy and Kim, and also with Oliver from Caravanning with the Coxes, his Steve, his dad, and was it Caravanians? There was a few of us.
We met them on a chili vest.
Dorset chili vest. So yeah, it's just a cracking part of the world. Oh, and we also, while we're down there, we did go down to Bournemouth, and it was when we caught up with Phil and Juliet from last weekend, because they were down on the other side of the bay, weren't they? Down, round towards Weymouth. Yeah, so
and we ended up in Harry Ramsden's for tea.
Harry Ramsden's, some fish and chips. So yeah, that is a brilliant site, well worth a visit. So that's it. That's our best sites of 2021. Now we've got quite a few sites already booked for 2022. So we're looking forward to them. We'll do a video beginning of January, sort of saying where we've got planned and where we want to go, because we're looking at sites from Devon in the south all the way up to just north of Dundee, I think, in Scotland, between Dundee and Perth, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've got a little gem. I can't let nobody know.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the video, but I'm not going to let you know where it is.
We'll let you know. Gem. We found a absolutely gorgeous CL, but we're going to keep that one to ourselves till after we get back, because that is just something.
You still might not find out if I want to go more times, because it is a little gem.
When we actually rang up to book it, well, we'd actually stopped in out for the day, and we stopped in this little village.
We're not going to let you know where.
And we went round to have a chat with the owner of the site, and we were looking at dates, and this was back in August, wasn't it? August, September time?
September.
And we were looking for booking for next year, and the only time we could get a full week was September 2022, wasn't it? We could have odd days here or a couple of days, but we couldn't get one full week until September 22. It is so popular a site, isn't it?
When you see the videos, you might find out where it is then, but I'm not letting you know.
So yeah, a really popular little CL. So that's it. That's our video for 2021 best sites. Thanks very much for watching. Really thank you for all the new subscribers and all of you who have stuck with us, because we've not been in Best Fettle for a few weeks, and we will get a video out before Christmas. So until then, you take care, you stay safe, and we will catch up with you in the next one. Ta-da.
Bye.